Liverpool are back in Premier League action, squaring up against Southampton on the heels of a heart-pounding victory over PSG in the Champions League. But here's the kicker. The Reds will have to soldier on without Arne Slot on the touchline, as the gaffer's still serving his ban. What's the sequence of the events? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome. We've got some thrilling Liverpool news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Liverpool updates. Liverpool's breathtaking triumph in Paris under Arne Slot's shrewd command set the footballing world alight, with fans from Merseyside to the farthest corners of the globe roaring in delight. Yet, as the echoes of that near-mythical victory still hang in the air, a darker tale unfurls around one of the club's rising stars, Ben Doak. The 19-year-old winger, loaned to Middlesbrough to sharpen his talons, has been struck down by a cruel twist of fate, a thigh injury picked up in training, now requiring minor surgery. As Craig Johns of Teesside Live reveals, Doak has trudged back to Anfield for treatment, his season in tatters, leaving both clubs and supporters reeling from the sudden shift in fortune. Before this blow, Doak was carving out a name for himself in the Championship, his boots weaving spells with 3 goals and 7 assists across 24 appearances, a proper star in the making for Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough. But what began as a 6-match hiatus in late January has spiraled into a nightmare, with hopes of a mid-March return snuffed out like a candle in the Mersey wind. The lads' 2024-25 campaign is done, a stark contrast to Liverpool's Parisian heroics. For Carrick, it's a gut punch. His playoff dreams now wobble without their young spark. For Slot and Liverpool, it's a wrinkle in their grand plan to nurture talent through loan spells, a reminder that football's glamour often hides a brutal underbelly. So, as the fog rolls over the Mersey and the Paris lights dim, Ben Doak's story lingers like a half-told ballad. Promise paused, a warrior felled not by rivals, but by the game's unforgiving whims. Middlesbrough must soldier on, their ambitions teetering, while Liverpool recalibrate their faith in a starlet whose wings have been clipped too soon. Stick with us, folks. Hit that subscribe button and dive deeper into this footballing saga with us. The beautiful game's highs and lows are calling, and young Doak's tale is far from over. Liverpool are back in Premier League action this weekend, riding high after a nail-biting triumph over Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League round of 16. The Reds are gearing up to welcome Southampton to the hallowed turf of Anfield, with a golden chance to stretch their lead at the top of the table, perhaps by a whopping 16 points, if only for a fleeting moment. Buckle up, because this one's got all the makings of a classic. Fresh off their dramatic victory in Paris, Liverpool are buzzing with confidence. But here's the twist. Manager Arne Slot won't be barking orders from the dugout. Nope, he's still serving a touchline ban after that fiery clash with Everton last month, alongside his trusty assistant Sip Kulshoff. Instead, they'll be perched in the stands, leaving the reins in the capable hands of John Heitinga. Will this shake things up? Let's dive in. With a second leg against PSG looming large next Wednesday, Slot's got some tough calls to make. Does he stick with the lads who conquered Paris, or shuffle the deck to keep his squad fresh? The Reds' depth is the envy of many, and this could be the moment we see some unexpected heroes step into the spotlight. The anticipation is electric. Let's break it down position by position. First up, the man between the sticks, Alisson Becker. The Brazilian goalkeeper was nothing short of sensational in Paris, pulling off 9 jaw-dropping saves to keep PSG at bay. He's nailed on to guard the goal again, a towering presence who's become Liverpool's rock. But behind him, the backline might see some tinkering because even giants need a breather sometimes. Take Andy Robertson, for instance. The Scottish whirlwind roared back into the starting 11 against PSG, but could he make way for Kostas Tsimikas against Southampton? Slot's a master of rotation, and the Greek dynamo's itching to strut his stuff at left back. Meanwhile, young Jarell Quansah's name is whispering through the Anfield corridors. Could he step in for Ibrahima Konate, or even pinch Trent Alexander-Arnold's spot on the right? The plot thickens. Of course, there's one man who's untouchable, Virgil van Dijk. The Dutch colossus remains the heartbeat of this defense, a captain who leads by example. Whether Slot opts for stability or shakes things up around him, Van Dijk's presence is the glue that holds it all together. Southampton's attackers must be quaking in their boots already. Now let's drift into midfield, where Curtis Jones is making waves. The lad came off the bench in Paris and turned heads. Could this be his moment to shine from the first whistle? Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai might be sweating over their spots, while Wataru Endo's quietly raising his hand after Ryan Gravenberch's shaky showing against PSG. Choices. And then there's Harvey Elliott, the boy wonder who snatched victory from the jaws of defeat in Paris with a stunning strike. Imagine the scenes if Slot unleashes him from the off, slotting him into that coveted number 10 role. A more attacking setup? It's the kind of bold move that could set Anfield alight. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. Up top, Mohamed Salah's a guaranteed starter, even if his Parisian performance wasn't vintage MO. But who joins him in the firing line? Darwin Núñez made a thunderous impact off the bench last time out. Could he nudge Diogo Jota aside? Or, in a twist of genius, might Slot roll the dice and pair the two strikers together, leaving Luis Diaz on the sidelines? The possibilities are mouth-watering. Elsewhere, Cody Gakpo's fitness hangs in the balance after a knock in training before PSG. If he's cleared, expect him to start on the bench, ready to pounce. Federico Chiesa's also in the mix, but a full Premier League debut might still be a step too far for the Italian. This squad's depth is a manager's dream and a pundit's playground. So, as the Reds prepare to take on Southampton without Slot's touchline charisma, the stage is set for a spectacle. John Heitinga will be the man in the hot seat, tasked with steering this star-studded ship. With rotations on the horizon and a Champions League clash lurking, every decision counts. Will Liverpool's fringe players seize their chance, or will the big guns hold firm? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're a true Liverpool fan, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's meet again soon to discuss the greatest club, Liverpool.
See you next time.
See you soon.